the final video.
So for the 5-question blitz
from Balash, thank you.
Balash H. Okay, so what was your day in life like when you were working at Oxford, and what is it like now?
You can check out my video on a day in the life. Nowadays, I'm much more structured in my days because I'm a PhD student, which basically means that I have a 9 to 5 schedule, which I keep, and then I'm going to be doing a day in the life actually quite soon. But yeah, my days are actually longer, but I'm doing more varied things, I think. I mean, I tend to be in the gym before work, then I'll have a rehearsal, then I'll come back and do YouTube stuff.
I'd say my days in Oxford were more structured. Actually, no, less. Okay, so they were more and they were less. So now I spend loads of time commuting on the tube, like 2 hours every single day, and then you work so many hours every single day, but that's not set because I'm in startup space, so you just work as long as need be to get whatever is done. I do far less, martial arts things or extracurricular things on top of my job. So the next question is, how do you motivate yourself to keep studying when you felt tired?
Ask yourself if you're tired or if you're exhausted.
Yeah, so you ask yourself, okay, so are you uncomfortable or are you exhausted? If you're uncomfortable,
man up.
Stop being so sensitive, because being uncomfortable...
Did you just censor yourself?
Is gonna help you. Okay, what's our favourite food?
Put me on the spot. I really like pasta and pizza. Italian food.
Okay, Italian food. My favourite food right now? Oh, okay, so this is kind of a cop-out. Do you know, like, tapas? Eating tapas.
Oh, you can't have tapas.
Favourite, because you get the variety of all these little things. That's my favourite way of eating. You get variety of the spice of life.
Okay, but I like things which I've made myself. You're allowed to have tapas, which is that varied. I'm going to say I like cooking, I like making desserts, so that's my favourite food.
Next question is, favourite holiday?
Favourite holiday we've been on?
I assume so, yeah.
I went to Croatia with 2 of my close friends from home, and we had an amazing couple of days where we just sort of went around the country, and I slept on a Serbian train's floor, and we arrived in like this coastal city at about 5 in the morning, and sat out in the sun, and it was amazing, absolutely glorious.
Okay, so the first one that sprung to mind was Estonia. When I got to go with all my friends, we rented out this apartment in the old town and got to be around all these Eastern European spires that were beautifully coloured, and we just got to spend 10 days with each other by the fireplace playing games, going snow go-karting, running up towers, going in the sauna. It was great. I love that.
Okay, I'm jealous now.
You should come.
Yeah, I like Estonia. Because Estonia's, it's famous for, it's where Skype was invented, wasn't it?
Yep, co-founders of Skype. Finland likes to dispute this, but yep, it was Estonia. Also...
Estonia is best Estonia.
Simon, what are you going to do after your PhD?
Good question. Well, the thing with the PhD is they're kind of structured in terms of time. They take generally 3 to 4 years, so like I have a vague idea of when I'm going to finish. At the moment, my answer is I'm probably going to try and go for a postdoctoral position in my research area, which is stratosphere tropospheric coupling. There are a couple of options available. I might want to work for the Met Office, which is based in Exeter. I might want to go and become a professional video maker, like an independent videographer, or maybe even work in films. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know is the answer to that question.
And on the note of counterfactuals, Dan, our favourite potato friend from World War I, has asked, if Jamie had to do physics and Simon had to do PPE at Oxford, who do you think would do better and why? We kind of spoke about this yesterday. And we both discovered we both have huge overlapping interests in each other's subjects.
At school, I was much better at essay-based subjects and history and English and geography.
And I was much better at science-based subjects like chemistry, maths, physics.
So I think if I did PPE, I think it probably would have been what I should have done in the first place.
And I probably... Actually, so I don't know if I could have done physics to the level Oxford requires, but if I was actually on the course, maybe. I think it would have been fine.
Well, I think we'd probably be about the same, honestly.
Yeah, I think it would be fine.
The thing is, I think if you are motivated and you're interested in the subject, which we both would be, half the work is done then. Then it's just a question of just putting the hours in.
So the next question
Official Nicki Minaj.
Official Nicki Minaj. Your thumbnail is terrifying.
Yeah. Just can't sleep now.
Oh yeah, we have to fight. Which one of you went to the better college?
I did.
No, I did.
Next question.
Nina has asked, I see John Egbert creeping in your background. This is my YouTube background that I normally have. Today I'm at Simon's house, as you can tell. Could you get Simon to tell us about Homestuck? Simon, tell us about Homestuck.
Homestuck?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, tell me what you think it is, because I obviously do, and you clearly do know what Homestuck is, so tell me what you think Homestuck is.
Okay, Homestuck.
We have
Right.
2 pieces of information. There's something called John Egbert, and it's called Homestuck.
I think this is the creepy horror version of Home Alone,
Okay.
where a kid gets stuck
Okay.
at home and can't ever leave.
Okay.
And it's like Panic Room mixed with Saw, mixed with Home Alone, and he physically gets stuck like a fly in a spider's web to his home. I think that's what this is.
Homestuck.
Homestuck.
Okay, a very literal interpretation, and actually sort of close to the truth. So the next question is low, Rachel. What other Oxford/Oxbridge traditions are there besides college marriage?
The big one in St Peter's is the cross keys, which is the college drink.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which you were acquainted with.
I had one.
You had 2.
I had 2, and then I went to go play ice hockey.
There's that. There's what else is there? There's did you ever do formal hall swaps?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
another thing. You
that's
go to other
interesting.
colleges and visit their formal hall, and I did that at
Oh,
Mercer.
there's a big tradition. So with exams, we both mentioned this before, but for your exams, you wear carnations.
Yep,
that's a
that.
huge tradition. That I don't know when it started, but
80s. It's actually quite
the
modern.
80s. Okay. So it's for your first exam, you wear a white carnation. For all the exams in the middle, you wear a pink carnation, and for your final exam, you wear a red carnation, which shows that you are
Done.
you're going to be done really, really soon.
And also, you obviously wear a subfusk. You wear a suit
Uh-huh.
for your exams.
Subfusk is Latin for under black. So
Yeah.
that's what the traditional
I
wearing
had to look that
is.
up while I was filming one of my videos. There's also, there's May morning, which I never went
Oh
to.
yeah, that's in my college, so you have to go to it because it's around you. It's where the choir from Magdalen sings at the top of the tower for May morning, the 1st of May at 6 a.m. So the tradition is you go out all of the night before, you stay awake until 6 a.m. and then thousands of people gather kind of on the streets to try and see people at the top of the tower singing.
There's the turning back of the clock at
know this
Merton. That's when they spend, when the clocks go back in autumn, they spend the whole hour from midnight to the new midnight walking around one of the quads in Merton backwards whilst drinking port. And when they get to a corner of the quad, they had to do a spin and then keep going. And apparently it's absolutely terrible. It's messy. There's quite a few little weird ones like that.
Kieran has asked, how did we meet?
How did we?
I know how I heard about you. I said I was making YouTube videos and someone told me someone else is making YouTube videos. And then eventually we had like some sort of conversation over the internet and we met up for ice cream.
Yeah, I
And
think
that was when we met.
I think you'd already started making videos, and I can't remember if you got in contact with me or if I got in contact with you, and we just messaged on YouTube.
Yeah, I think it was
And
just
then-
via YouTube or maybe
I think I might have
Facebook.
explicitly contacted you asking about Oxvlog. Enjoying watching the square framing my face move.
And Joey Leach says, Jamie, is that you in the TEDx Oxford video with the guy who's quicker than a calculator? Is it you wearing different coloured shoes or was it just the lighting? First off, yeah, that is me. And second, I wasn't wearing different coloured shoes, I was wearing different coloured socks because I always wear odd socks. I've been
Odd
wearing
Sock
odd socks
Revolution.
like since I was 14. And yeah, I'm going to be making an Odd Socks Revolution video and I want to persuade all of you guys to wear odd socks because it doesn't make sense to wear paired socks
There we go.
whatsoever. See, I've only been here like
What are you wearing?
a day.
Show
and
show
I'm
what
already
you're.
here.
Outside Revolution!
Oh, that's the UK.
Woo!
Viva la no devolution.
Yeah.
So the next question we got from Curtis is, what are your opinions on Exeter?
Uni or city?
University
You
or
should,
city.
What do you think?
Okay,
He's only been here for about
yeah, so
like
this is first
12
impression
hours.
based.
24 hours.
I think the city is beautiful. I've come from London, so the pace of life is so much slower and I feel so much more relaxed and at peace with myself. I found my Zen centre more here. The architecture is beautiful. It has a quay, which is where the water meets at some sort of loading, unloading port,
bit.
which is also beautiful. The lighting's great. It's warmer here.
It's a lot
I mean,
warmer.
it's cold today, but it's warmer here in general. So in that regard, great. In terms of the university itself, Exeter is a campus, which means there's one central area where all students descend upon for their studies and social activities and sporting activities and theatre and whatnot. And having a hub where everyone goes to, having like a hive where all of the worker bees go, is actually, it sounds like a really nice idea.
It works. I really like it.
So-
It does mean that you have a larger community. It's not the same as the college environment where you know everything
Yeah.
you bump into. But in a way, that's kind of nice. It's definitely pros and cons, and some people will prefer
Yeah.
one over the other.
I don't think I wouldn't mind either.
Yeah.
I think it's great. So yeah, the university here looks good, and it seems to say they've invested so much money in everything. Yeah. Everything looks brand spanking new.
The Exeter shot up the league tables recently. I mean, it's because the amount of money that's been ploughed into it. They're really investing in it.
Yeah. So those are my thoughts.
Yeah, I really like it. I love this place.
Heard it from the horse's mouth.
Thanks.
Okay, KP is asked. This is so random. But what are your favourite Game of Thrones characters?
So I actually haven't read the books or watched the TV show yet.
Okay,
but
so I've done both.
If I had to pick one, I really like the look of the Hound. I hope nothing bad happens to him.
Okay.
Like he's really cool.
I've got a poker face, so I'm not going to give anything away.
Okay.
Oh damn! I have to pick one. No, one for the series, one for the book. So the series. Tyrion.
Is that Peter Dinklage?
Yeah. He's just astoundingly conveyed the character, and as a character, he's a genius. In the books, gotta say, Peter Baelish.
Who's he?
Because I reckon he's doing some genius stuff, and we aren't aware of it just yet.
By
the way, it's the little finger. Will Magdalen or St. Peter's go further in University Challenge this year?
I actually have a little bit of inside information.
Oh, okay, so we can't tell you.
I can't tell you.
Spoilers.
Because I was on the University Challenge team for St. Peter's for 2 years in a row, and then a year after I left the college, they get on. And I'm really, really annoyed. It's possible that the two colleges might meet.
And then we'll find out.
We might have to do a live tweet off.
And that's the end of this camera's battery and the end of this video. So we'll see you for the next part, which will be hosted on Simon's channel. Check that out, and yeah, leave your comments and whatnot down below, and I'll probably see you on Sunday, subscribers.